So, hey guys, reading another story from my Wattpad page, channel, whatever the fuck it is. This one's called Asking Alexandria. It's a Ben Bruce love story, fan fiction, whatever you want to call it. Total disclaimers: everybody in the story has a British accent. I'm just not doing it because I can't do one. Like, literally, you will not even bother to listen if I attempted to do a British accent. So, I'm not even going to try to do a British accent. Another thing, the story has trigger warnings throughout. I'm warning you now that the story has trigger warnings for various amount of things. It's my first time rereading the story. I just reread the chapter, that's how I remembered this. But I do not know exactly what the triggers are for. So just take all the trigger warnings and put them in there, because that probably has them all in there. And you have been warned for every single trigger warning out there. So with that said, let's get going. So, Asking Alexandria, Chapter 1. She looked at herself in the mirror, absolutely disgusted with what she saw. She sighed, wishing she could be thinner, wishing she could be prettier, but no, she would never be those things. She takes her blade out of the drawer that no one else goes into, and takes it upon her skin. She takes it upon her skin, upon her sides. This time, only 3 times. She takes a paper towel and cleans up the usual mess she makes. Of course, she was nothing but a fuck-up. A worthless void that no one needed. No one wanted a girl with eyes so brown they looked black, whose hair was violet, whose skin was so pale it blended into the snow that fell, who dressed like she didn't care. But the truth was, she did care. She cared for what they had to say, those eyes that were watching for her to make her next mistake. She put on her purple tank top and her red and black plaid shirt and buttoned it once in the middle. Then she put on her purple beanie. Her friend Violet would be there soon. They were going to an Asking Alexandria concert. She had always loved that band. They had her name in it. Yes, her name was Alexandria. And she lived a life no one dared to imagine. It haunted her when she woke up and when she fell asleep. She dared not bring it up. There was a knock at the door, so she went downstairs and answered it. "Hello?" she said. "Hello," Violet said. "Are you all ready?" Alexandria nodded, but gave Violet a weird look. "The concert isn't until 2 hours from now. A total mistake. I forgot that you had to be at the concert 8 hours early. I wrote this before I went to a concert. I didn't know that. I'm sorry." "The concert isn't until 2 hours from now." "Well, the roads out there are pretty slippery, so I'd rather be there take my time and be there safely and early so we can get a good spot." Alexandria nodded. "Okay, hold on, let me get my bag." She ran up the stairs to her room. Her walls were painted lime green and dark purple, and decorated in posters of her favorite bands, but mostly Asking Alexandria. She grabbed her black bag and her phone and iPad and ran back down the stairs. "Okay, now I'm ready," she said, and she turned out the lights in the living room and headed out. She headed out to Violet's purple Porsche and placed her bag in the back seat. The drive there was long and boring. There was very little conversation going on, and nothing on the radio. When they arrived, they were an hour early. Violet parked her car in the get out. "Well, come on now. We gotta get good spots." They headed into the venue and took their spots. I'm sorry. Alexandria did nothing but played a game on her phone until the concert started. They started out with Bite Your Lip and Fake It, one of Alexandria's favorite songs. She sang along. Okay, I thought that was a song. She sang along all the way up until the end. That's not a pun. All throughout the concert, she sang along, jumped up and down, had a weird time. She even went into the mosh pits and the Wall of Death. After the concert was done, she went into the meet and greet along with Violet. "When is the meet and greet starting?" Alexandria asked. "In like 2 minutes. Hold your horses." A few moments later, Asking Alexandria came out and took their seats. They signed things, took pictures, and talked to a few fans. Sadly, Violet and Alexandria were one of the last people in line. Although the line seemed to move fast, it seemed like it was forever until it was their turn. "Hello," Danny said. "Hi," Violet said. "Can you sign this for me? I'm a huge fan." "Sure," Danny said, and he took the poster and he signed it. Alexandria walked up to Ben Bruce, and placed their newest album in front of him. "May you sign this?" He looked up at her, his brown eyes sparkling in the sunlight. The sunlight, apparently. "What's your name, love?" "Alexandria." He smiled and wrote down something on the inside. "Did you enjoy the concert, love?" Alexandria blushed deeply and did a light scared that a weird noise would come out of her mouth instead of an answer. "That's very good." He smiled and handed her back the CD. "Come, Alexandria, we have to go." Alexandria started to walk away when out of nowhere Ben called, "Alexandria, don't forget to call me tonight." She spun around and blushed. Then she opened her CD to see that he had written his number down.